Hi, good morning. I'm Tiffany Pardue here with Samuel Worth of Nations Ninth of Av. And if you've been following along in our 21 days of prayer, Samuel, you're the author of the prayer guide.
I am.
Thank you so much for leading us in this journey as we've been preparing our hearts to meet with the Jewish people on the 9th of Av. Excited to be here in Jerusalem together, preparing for the tour. Tell us a little bit about what we can be expecting this year on the tour.
Yeah, we're very excited to be here on site now, finally, after a lot of planning, a lot of hard work that has been going on with a lot of different people. And God has definitely brought a lot of puzzle pieces together for us to be here. I mean, even your story of just getting here was a lot of puzzle pieces just having to fall into place just right in order for us to be to this place. But now we're excited to invite you to come and join us for what we're going to be doing over this next event coming up for Tisha B'Av and on. We have a full tour, and we want to invite you to come join us on a lot of our live things that we'll be having going on. And then also we're going to be doing some of the daily updates, and you can maybe talk a little bit about what we'll be doing there.
Yes, so we're going to be taking you along on the tour with us. Like Samuel said, if you want to follow us on social media, we'll be having lives. Your brothers are really helping us out this year on the team, right? We've got the whole work clan that are helping to run and tell the story of the nation's 9th of Av. So Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, we'll have lives throughout the day. And then every day, you and I will be doing a daily update.
That's great.
We'll also be sharing with people who are on the tour, what are the highlights from the day? Tell us a bit. We've got some friends coming. You have some friends coming. So who are we going to be meeting with on this tour?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's really exciting. And that's what I love, probably one of the highlights of the tour for me, is the people that we get to actually engage with. And so, say like on Tisha B'Av, on the 9th of Av, we'll be going up with a former Israeli politician, also a Temple Mount activist, Yehuda Glick. He's going to be leading us around on the Temple Mount. Very special individual, very special location. And so to have him come and lead our group is a very special thing. Mm-hmm. We'll be touring through Judea and Samaria, right, the land of the Bible, the biblical heartland. And with that, we'll be getting to experience truly some of my heroes, people that I call heroes of the Bible, right? These are people that the Bible talks about, people that it said that your children will return to their homeland, to their boundaries, and that's what's happening today. Mm-hmm. And so, there's so many, and so there's so many stories, and that's part of what we're here to tell is the stories of those who are here. And so I'm excited, and I really want you to come and take part and join with us, because this is going to be an amazing tour, an amazing time.
Well, I'm excited too. This is my first time, and so I will be learning along with all of you who will be joining us on the daily updates and on social media, on the lives. And so I'm really going to be leaning into you. How long have you been doing the Nation's 9th of Av tour, Samuel?
I've been doing the Nation's 9th of Av tour going on 4 years now.
Okay, but how long have you been working with the people of Israel?
I've been working with the people of Israel for my whole life. I've been working in Israel since 2011 as well, so same year that you came.
Okay, yes, that is personally coming with family and such, but this is the first time where we'll be engaging the Jewish community in a very strategic way, mourning with those who mourn. And so it's an entirely unique perspective, and a big reason why I chose to come this year was because I've never heard of anything like this. So can you tell me a bit about some of the significance of what you've experienced on other Nation's 9th of Av tours, how this is different from every other tour?
Well, first of all, this is different from every other tour because time has passed, and as we know, the world is changing, and it seems to be changing at an ever more rapid pace. And with that, I believe that God is beginning to initiate and empower His people to also take their place. And so I think this tour is really a catalyst for the future. It's moving people into connecting and aligning with Zion. I was talking to a friend just recently. He said we need a renewed Reformation, right? We talk about the church and their history, and there was the whole Reformation movement, and he calls it the Reformat Zion, right? We need to reform and align ourselves back to Zion. And so that's the next step, and I think waking up people all around the world to what God is doing in this place is really taking place on a massive scale, much more than I've seen ever before with the Nation's 9th of Av or anything else I've ever been involved with. So this year is a big deal.
Wow. So for those of you who are joining because of the Isaiah 62 fast, we had more Christians than ever before beginning to engage Israel on a very deep heart level by fasting and praying for Israel, for understanding of God's heart and covenant purposes for Israel, and agreeing and aligning like you're saying. And so really more faces and hearts than ever before are looking this direction, which is extremely encouraging and exciting. First in history, so a historical season. So this nation's 9th of Av, this Tisha B'Av time is looking to the future. We are looking back to look ahead. Your dad has said that quite a bit, that this is about the future. And so we're restoring relationships. So can you say just a bit and give people understanding about what is happening and what the Jewish people have said to you about what we are doing here as Christians?
Sure, yeah. They're telling us that, and even as Rabbi Glick refers to, we're changing the music on the Temple Mount, and so just as we're changing the music on the Temple Mount, I believe it's just the concept of changing the music of what Christianity has the way that we viewed Israel, and so the Jewish people are despite our horrific past and the things that have happened between Christians and Jews throughout the centuries. They're welcoming us on and saying, hey, we want you to come and be a part, and we believe in what you're doing. And when you have, mutual groups that are telling each other, hey, we believe in what you're doing, we're like encouraging each other in the ways of God and what He's doing and accomplishing in the world. And with that, I think it's a very empowering lifestyle to live and to walk, and to have people around you that are saying, hey, God is working through you and keep doing what you're doing. And so the Jewish people are telling us that, and we're telling the Jewish people that, and together I pray that that we will see Zion restored, and as God is King of the whole world, taking His throne here in this very place.
Amen. Wow. Well, continue praying with us as we lead up to Tisha B'Av. We've got a few days left. When this video shows, jump in. You can go to 9-av.com and download the prayer guide there. Jump on our email list to make sure that you get notifications for our daily updates and videos like this. But thank you, Samuel. Really looking forward to joining you for this year's tour, and excited for what's to come. So, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you soon.